Hey guys, just want to welcome you again. And what I'm going to cover is really, really important. So again, what I'm trying to do is focus you guys on what matters most right now. And one of the things that matters most is understanding, how to log in here, look at what's going on in your team line, and most importantly within that, how to adjust where people you refer in fall. They fall on the left side, do they fall on the right side? Now look, if you don't have anyone to refer right now, you have no idea how to do that. We'll get into that. But I want to speak to those right now who, because there's no reason to have you wait. If you have some people you want to refer in, if you have a loved one that you would love to benefit from this massive momentum that we're building and to get in closer at the top before, like, I send my email out tomorrow and we continue marketing, this leg is going to continue to grow. I want to show you how to navigate around here. I want to show you how to set the rotation so you can control where people fall. And if the left leg, the right leg, talk about the considerations of that. So you want to build two legs in the end. Right now I'm focused. You can see I don't have a second leg. That's why it's blank over here on the right. If you look at my cursor, I'm kind of wave over here because I'm not building the right leg. I'm driving it down to help people. All volume that I've been bringing in is going in that team. It's going in under you guys. And if I go to leg bottom, if I click here, it's going to go all the way to the bottom. It's just continually building here. And you're seeing that it's going to continue to grow. So a lot of the people that are still coming in right now, the gray boxes represent people who didn't purchase yet, who are just checking it out. They're seeing maybe that email I sent out, they're just seeing it late, or they're seeing a post that I made. I'm not actively promoting today, Friday. I will send another email out tomorrow. This leg will continue to become ferocious. In fact, let's just look at the stats real quick in total. Obviously, your stats will be different from mine. By the way, you go up again all the way to the top by clicking genealogy up here. So again, you log into your account, you go to genealogy, and you're going to see all these stats. You're going to see how many people in your left leg. It's going to say new pre-enrollees this month, new affiliates and customers, those are people who purchased this month, total active affiliates, because that counts some people who came in at the end of last month for me. And then your volume. And we'll do training and talk about all this. Some of you are going through what Jason Cardamone already gave you, where he showed you some units, some training to go through. Just pace yourself, no rush, keep it fun. And what's really created a lot of fun for a lot of you is seeing this thing grow. That's where my focus has been, creating that momentum. And we're going to make sure that I teach you guys, show you guys how to find your favorite way to get the momentum going in your second leg, because you need two legs to make money, but we got to get one leg going, to have two. So you'll notice I only have one right now. And so if I'm excited about having one, even though I need two, you should be excited about having one growing too. Sometimes we don't really appreciate what we don't put a lot of our own blood, sweat, and tears into. And so just understand that it's extremely valuable to have the volume growing under you in one leg, because you need two legs. In order to have two, you got to have one. Okay. I hope that's really clear. A lot of people automatically going to, well, how do I build the second leg? It's like, we'll get to that. But obviously, what's to be focused on right now is, wow, look how exciting it is. I got one bit leg in momentum. And Mike's going to show me how to build the second one. Those of you who already have a loved one or somebody that you want to put in this leg, if you don't, then what I'm saying isn't going to be helpful to you. But you might want to pay attention to some other aspects of this video. Those of you who do have a loved one or someone you care about that you want to benefit from the momentum in this left leg, some of you do. Here's what you would do. You would make sure your rotation is set to the left leg. The way you change your rotation is you go up here and you go to settings, and I'm not going to click on that because it shows credit card information and stuff. So I'm going to pause my screen so you won't see me do that, but I'm clicking on settings. So you can click on settings, follow along here. Everyone should follow along to know how to change your rotation, just to know this, even if you don't know why yet. Click on settings, scroll down, and I think I'll go ahead and show you this part of my screen. You'll see this, it says user info, it says my avatar down below, and I'm going to go ahead and pause it because I think it shows a lot of credit card stuff. Yeah, some stuff there. I don't know where this video will end up, so I'm going to pause my screen. So you don't see my screen right now, but I'm scrolling down, and I want you to as well, looking for, well, I guess it's right here, my rotator. I mean, that's, so not a huge deal. So, and those of you who see my phone number there, I don't answer that phone number. And those of you who see my email there, I rarely answer my emails anymore. I got my own special way of communicating with those that I can manage, communicating to. Everyone else should email support, our support team, or the support team at Hempworx. Anyway, look for my rotator. Over to the right of my rotator, in fact, I can show you this. Over to the right of my rotator, you see change right here. Go ahead and click change. And then this is where you control where someone falls in your team line, the left side or the right side. And I know I did a video on this, but I just wanted to make sure this is all really clear. So I have it set on the left. That's where everyone's falling for me right now. Just driving that leg down. Later, I'll come back and work on the right. I've talked about when I'll do that later. I'll continue building on both at that point. But right now I'm focused on the left. That means they fall in your left as well. So if you have a loved one or someone you care about or someone that you know that you want to benefit from getting in that monster leg we're building, well, it's still early because I just started marketing. It's going to just continue to grow and compound, and they would still be at the top. You would come back here, go to settings, go to my rotator as I just showed you, scroll down to what you're looking at here, and you would make sure that it's set on the left leg. And if it's set on the right leg or the alternate leg, you would switch it to left and you would hit save. And then you might do a test to make sure it's falling where you want. And even after you refer somebody, if it's really important to you that they fall on that left leg where all the momentum is, you know, here early on, you would refer them into your website. And I'll show you where to find those links in a second. And then you would go back and you would, after they said they came in, you'd make sure they fell in that left leg, you know, and you would make sure by going to genealogy, and you would scroll down, and you would see if you could find them down here, you know, and you could hit leg bottom down there, and it would go to the bottom. You could, you know, you could go up. Maybe some people fell in after them. You could go up, and you can kind of control it that way. So these little arrows take you up or down. If you want, and then again, if you want to go all the way back to the top, you hit genealogy again. That takes you back to the top. If you want to go all the way to the bottom to see if they ended up there, you'd hit leg bottom. Okay. All right. So you want to make sure they fell in that left leg, which you can kind of see here. You know, if they did or not, if they landed there, and if they did, then you know they could purchase, and they'll jump above everybody who didn't purchase, who's gray. You know, when Thursday rolls around, they'll jump above everybody who could later sign up, and they'll be in that momentum. They'll continue to see that left leg build. So again, we're building on this. I'm building massively on this left leg that goes all the way down. Some people like Chris here started building his second leg. You guys can start building your second leg too. What I've encouraged you guys to do, so you are all contributing to the left leg, even though soon you'll be focused more on the right, you want to all contribute to the left leg. Set your rotator. Remember I showed you how to go there a minute ago? Set it on alternate if you're not like trying to control where someone comes. Like generally you'll set it on alternate. So let me go back to that. So I'm going to settings, and then scrolling down to my rotator. I'm clicking change. I just showed you this. So usually you'd have it set on alternate, and you click that and you hit save. That's what you'd usually have it set on if you're not controlling it, because then it will go back and forth. Like one person who falls into your team line would go to the left side of your leg, the next person would fall to the right side of your leg, and so on. What I was saying earlier is if you have someone you care about or that you've worked with in the past that you want to help, and you want them to fall on that left leg to get the massive momentum we're building, you would set yours on left leg, you would refer them in, make sure they're there, and then you would come back here and set it back to alternate. And then once you have 100 people on auto order, well, there's a couple reasons why you might, when you change it to right. Once you have 100 people on auto order in the left leg, you know, and you've already signed up somebody in the left leg, because you do need to sign up one person in the left leg to trigger that binary. Once you have one person on the left leg who's purchasing 90 BV a month, you know, and you see like 100 people that we put in who are on auto order in the left leg, it's time to just basically focus on your right. Your left is taken care of at that point. So that's one time. That's one occasion where if that happens, you've referred one person into the left who's on 90 BV auto order, which is about $130 a month auto order. And you have, because that's all you got to contribute to the left, because they want to make sure everyone's contributing, right? So they're going to be making a lot of money. And then if you have 100 people on auto order that we referred in your left, you want to come in here and just switch it to 100% right leg and just drive that right leg down. Until then, have it on alternate. And like I said, if you want to control where someone falls, come back here, hit left, hit save, make sure the person that you're trying to get in that left leg to benefit from our momentum falls there. And if so, if they purchase there, they're locked in there and they're going to benefit from all of our growth. And that could be like that one person that you refer in there, for example. Some people have already referred several people into the left leg just to help contribute, get it going, and because they wanted them to benefit from the momentum. And if you've referred several people into the left leg who have purchased, I would say, like, if you've referred 3 or more, go ahead and come turn it on right leg, because you've contributed enough to that leg. So let me say that again. If you've contributed 3 signups to the left leg already, even if you don't have 100 people on auto order yet underneath you in the left leg, I think that's another reason to go ahead and come back here and set it permanently to right leg. If you haven't referred anybody yet to the left leg that's signed up, again, and you're not trying to control what happens too much yet, you don't have anyone special you want to drop in the left leg, most of you should have it on alternate. And we'll go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Once you see that if you ever get to the point where you have 3 or more people that have purchased in the left leg that you referred, then you'd want to come back here, even if you don't have the 100 on auto order yet, you put it on right leg. And then again, left leg if you want to control them falling into this big line that we're growing. So I hope that's clear. If it's not, ask questions. If in doubt, put it on alternate, and it will go back and forth. And then, just remember, if you have someone that you really want to have fall into that left leg that we're building massively on because you want to help them out, you would hit left leg, hit save, drop them in, make sure they're there. If they purchase, they're locked in there. Then you can come back to alternate. All right. And then eventually, like I've given you a couple different examples, eventually you'll want to set it to the right leg all the time once you've contributed to the left a little bit. With that said, if you have someone if there's some special reason why you want someone to fall on the right, maybe you know that they're going to be a serious business builder and you want them on that right side, or maybe there's someone you want to work with and you just want them at the top of your right leg for some reason, you can come back here and do that. I'm just saying, if in doubt and you're not trying to control anything, put it on alternate. Make sure you are contributing to the left leg, because you do need to at least get one person that you've referred on auto order to trigger the binary. We really want everybody contributing to that binary a little bit on the left side too. So hopefully that's clear. If you have any questions, let us know. If you don't know how to find your referral link, you go to my website over here. You go to website URLs, and you can refer them to any of these and they'll be related. They'll be connected to you. So if someone were to sign up at any of these pages, these would be your links here. Like, here's the link for this site. And if I click on that, it opens it up and you can see what it looks like. Pick the one that you like the most. Just my only thing on this is some of these sites, like this one, if you were to share this link, would take people here. Even if they went to purchase, you would get credit. But it's just a lot of information. And not, some people need that. If you feel like a person needs a lot of information, this would be a good one to send to. But I typically like to send people to something that's just basically a lead capture page. This even has too much information for me. If you prefer it, then that's cool. But, I typically choose one of the lead capture pages that is, this is the one that I've been sharing. It has the least amount of information on it because I want them to come in, get in the Teamline, then I start educating them. Then I expose them to more information. You can approach it how you want. All of these links are yours when you log in and you go to my website URLs. You can refer people to any of these, but keep those things in mind. I like to send them to the lead capture pages, get them in the Teamline, and then I'll start sending them to maybe some of these other sites if they need it, more information. So keep that in mind. And again, just remember settings, my rotator. If you want to control where people are falling, that's how you would do it. If you have someone you care about that you want for sure to fall into the left line and benefit from all the momentum, because I'm just getting started. I'm sending another email out tomorrow, Saturday, and I'll just continue to build that team line. As a team, we're going to continue to build it. It's a lot of volume. If you have someone you care about or someone you know who struggled in network marketing or really needs to get out of a tough situation, that's a huge, huge, huge jump and massive help to get that kind of volume. So consider that for anybody. And then, as I said, there comes a point where you want to set it to the right side. But at first, I want everyone to contribute to that leg a little bit in the ways that I've described. Okay? So hopefully that helps. And I will continue organizing this process for you guys. We got some steps to take today and through the weekend to get you guys plugged in and get you clear on what your next step is and make this not so overwhelming to get started. I'll see you guys soon.